Keep running. Keep running. Keep running. You're good. You're good. Keep going. We'll go 43.
Get down here. Back. Outside. 14. Gotcha! Gotcha! Oh, I hear you. Right, I hear you. Hey, twins! Twins! Good time! Hey, Josh, Cohen, hey, 2X, right, hey!
Goal scored by number 24. Peyton Cormier. Assisted by number 12, Thomas McConvey.
Yeah!
57, second quarter. Virginia 7, Michigan 6. Time to go 4:49, second quarter. Virginia 8, Michigan 7. NBA goal scored by 24, Peyton Cormier. Time to go 3:44 in the second. Virginia 9, Michigan 7.
He's electric. He's the ultimate quarterback in terms of creating his own offense, but the way he dissects a defense with passes like that, insane.
Xander, 31 goals a season ago, getting the start on attack today. And it's Schellenberger with the no-look assist.
What a crafty fit.
Down the stretch last year for Michigan. One of the most experienced teams in the country. Cohen with 30 to shoot. Looking to make his way past Mitchell Whalen. Cohen, left hand free, goes low, beats Nunes, and pulls Michigan to 2. And Kark, we didn't really get a chance to ever been to the NCAA tournament. Last year, so much was made about how they started 7-0 against a weak schedule, how they finished losing 8 straight once the schedule toughened up. But a lot of those losses were close. They were right there with Rutgers. This is now Connor Schellenberger's team, and he is the one true quarterback on this team.
He is, and they dabbled with Griffin Schutz, who's a midfielder at the attack in the preseason. And that's why you want it in his stick. Ability early in this quarter to Xander Dixon. But if you allow him to take a defender through a pick game and you go one-on-one, one of the biggest underrated aspects of Connor Schellenberger is his strength. I mean, he's a weight room guy.
Up off ball by Cole Kastner, 39 in white, the 6'7" Cavalier Colossus. McMurray feeds the wing and scores.
One win streak to start the season last year. Josh Suwata was averaging about 9 points a game during that stretch. It was absolutely insane. And when you watch him, he has range, and his range is the reason he's able to shoot around. Yeah, those Canadian finishers, ice in their veins, whether it's guys like Matt Gaudette, who played at Yale and won a championship in 2018, and Cormier in 2021. They love the bright lights, the big stage, and they never get rattled.
Schutz that time turned away after a strong dodge. Here comes Michigan. Michael Cosgrove pushing transition. Long pole up top and a goal. Ryan Schreiber, the 8th of his career. And Michigan has weapons with their poles, with their face-off guys when things are unsettled. And give this Wolverines team credit. You come to Klockner to begin the season. You heard all offseason about how you lost 8 straight and you didn't play anybody at the beginning of the season. I don't care how this game turns out. Michigan's going to be able to build off of this opener.
He absolutely hammers this shot. Ryan Schreiber's from Wilton, Connecticut. It's about 5 minutes from where this Virginia talent. A lot of times, Connors doesn't get the long pole. He'll get a shorty.
Schellenberg dusted his man, and credit Xander Dixon. Dixon was marked by a shorty. They were setting up.
3 instances that show you why this guy's different. An incredible pass to Xander Dixon. Then he bodied up for the right-handed, above goal line extended shot and a score. This time, you can't even tell me what hand he is, because he's equally effective going right and left. He's equally effective passing and scoring. Shelley is a machine.
Here comes Petey LaSala, 5th-year senior. He has rewritten a big part of the scrimmages. He's been nursing all sorts of ailments throughout the offseason. And Lars Tiffany said the weird thing about Petey, on game day, for whatever reason, he's able to find that extra gear. He's able to find that extra oomph.
And then Virginia gets to play 5-on-5 a ton, and they use that substitution game to give teams fits.
Cohen down the alley, top shelf in Michigan.
Because of all the technical difficulties, we were watching off of our iPads in the first half, and I was like, wow, Ryan Cohn has a different step this year. Last year, I thought he was terrific in terms of his...
Shot clock at 15, less than a minute to go here in the third. Schellenberger from X. Down to 7. Down to 5. Schellenberger up top. Connor. His blast blocked. It comes to Michigan. Transition opportunity. Final 30 seconds. They've got the trailer. Here's Schreiber. Cranks and scores his 2nd of the game.
Down in Charlottesville as a long stick midfielder to ignite offense. That's exactly what you're seeing with Schreiber. And this Michigan offense, they have faith in 11 because they're giving it right back to him. He did a beautiful job of giving the ball up early, but then continuing downfield to be part of the op.
Whitney out to greet him. He added 15 pounds, Whitney did in the offseason. Here's McConvey. 60 goals for Vermont last year. McConvey, nice move, gets inside, and the cushion is 2.
He's so good. I've watched a lot of East. He's a Canadian talent, and what did I tell you earlier when we were prepping for this game? If Thomas McConvey gets short sticks on him, it's going to be laughable, because every single game that men's lacrosse is for real. They're already attracting top 20 recruits in their first year in terms of the high school commitment to looking at Clemson.
Cormier with his 4th goal, and it's 15-12. To your point, you've got this huge brand, and it is somewhat surprising. 11 years, no NCAA tournament appearances, but given what we've seen today, I know they're down 3, and it's a tall order to win.
He's gassed, and you have a fresh Miazon right here.
Yeah, here he comes. Miazon isolated Billig. Now flips it over to McConvey. Now Schellenberger circles around X, slips, gets up, feeding the crease, over to Cormier, number 5.
If you have a game plan where you want to eliminate him, late in games he could get frustrated and push his spots, but when he's feeling it early and he's in a groove like today, he drops a nickel on the Michigan defense. What a play. The ability to keep that play going by...
With a lead of 4. This was a 1-goal game going into the 4th quarter. Zawada with a rocket. And he refuses to let Michigan go quietly into the Charlottesville afternoon. His 2nd.
Yeah, he's slinging it this afternoon down in Charlottesville. And what I like is his ability to shoot around defenders, because Nunes doesn't have a clean look at that. When you shoot around a guy like Cole Kastner, who's 6'7", that's a nickname that gets around in sports, right?
I like that one, the Slim Reaper.
Devontae Smith, they call him. You'll see him tomorrow for the Philadelphia Eagles, playing wide receiver.
Empty net, McConvey is there. Man down goal for Virginia, and that should ice it.
Not convinced they have right now are deep shooters. Peter Garneau could be one of them, but he's been struggling with his shot. But if they get that, Anish, down the stretch, I just don't know how you defend this team with all those pieces and all those boxes checked in terms of how they attack.
Yeah, that was the one thing we saw in the quarterfinals last year, how well Maryland defended Virginia's alphas with Ajax Sapatello and Brett Makar essentially wiping out Matt Moore and Connor Schellenberger. Schellenberger didn't have a single point in that quarterfinal loss. First time in his career. Can they get more from the midfield? I look at a couple of guys who are going to get better. Miazon, the more he gets into lacrosse shape. True at Sunderland, talented freshman. You figure he's going to factor into the rotation more. The more McConvey gets comfortable with his new surroundings. There's a lot to like about Virginia and Lars Tiffany. That's a tired refrain. The Cavaliers have been one of the elite teams since 2019 when they won that first championship under Lars Tiffany. Michigan showed well today. Do not sleep, Kark, on the Wolverines.
They will be in the mix. And if you're the Big Ten,